Hey, we are going into our top 5 returning guards. I'm going to let you take it away. Alex, where do we go from here, and how many of your guys are on this list?
I got 2 guys in my top 5 from Michigan. 3 in the Big Ten out of the top 5 here. I'll start at number 5 here. Christian Mahogany from Boston College. Mm-hmm. Big guy, solid in the run game, which is more where you want your guards to be dominant. Nasty, tenacious player. I love what he brings to the table. So I had to show him some love here. Number 4, Donovan Jackson from Ohio State. Mm-hmm. He's like the one returning guy from Ohio State's offensive line. Yeah. He's going to be the leader for those guys. He's got a tall task leading those guys. I'm sure they'll be just fine. And he'll be probably second round pick in next year's draft would be my guess. Number 3, I have Trevor Keegan from Michigan. He's really good. I mean, these top 2 guys separate themselves, but he leads the pack in that second tier. I mean, if you look at the Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards highlights, it's these guards blowing open lanes for them right down the middle. Keegan's a huge part of that. So, I mean, I'm really glad he came back because I thought we were losing both guards last year. They both decided to come back for their senior year. So, big props there. So, he slides in at number 3. Number 2, if Andrew was watching, this is his favorite guy for the O-line prospects this year, Cooper Beebe from Kansas State. He's a guard that can play guard, tackle, and center. He can play all 5 spots, and he does it very well. He's just predominantly a guard, solid in pass pro, solid in the run game. Will finish guys, has no problem doing it. Just the technique is kind of what separates him from my number 1, which is Zach Zinner from Michigan. He was a potential first-round guy this past year, decided to come back. I think he'll be a lock to go in the first round next year. He does it all. He's very good in that when he pulls, goes to the outside, double teams, run blocking, pass blocking. He's top tier at everything when it comes to that guard. In terms of college guys, the only thing that doesn't put him a league above himself is Cooper Beebe being right there. So those 2 are the elite offensive linemen this year, in my opinion. Those 2 are kind of 1 and 2 for O linemen in general. But yeah, it's a really good group of guards this year.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, mine is not too much different. I mean, Zach Zinter at 1, BB at 2. For me, though, I had Bo Limmer, Arkansas, at 3. I moved him up just a little bit more just because he graded very well in both pass and run blocking. We know about that run offense at Arkansas, so I'm really liking what he brings there. My 4 was a guy that's not Power 5. Out of UConn, Christian Haynes. I mean,
he's my 6.
That interior of that line. Well, first and foremost, he helped this team get to a bowl after being out of bowl contention for 7 years, which is huge for them. You know what I mean? And just the way that he's able to seal blocks and get to the second level, I'm glad he's getting some attention. You know, albeit him being at a smaller school. And then my 5 is Donovan Jackson because of the fact that this is his year. I think he's going to step up because there is nothing else. Everybody else is gone. And we've seen how he played when he had the rest of them there. But I think what he brings to the table is definitely going to be an addition. Your other guy, Teague, he's my 6.
Teagan?
He's
Keegan,
Yeah. So, but I definitely wanted to throw some love to Christian Haynes because the fact that seeing him being able to move the pile and having people that are relevant at the University of Connecticut, we know they're national champions in basketball, but they're never really looked at. So I love what we're seeing here with him.
I got a good look at. I was just going to say, I got a good look at him when we played them last year, and he did well against Mozzie Smith. Did very well against Mozzie. So, I love what he brings to the table. He was my number 6. He was that guy that I was going to talk right after. So, I'm glad we got him in. I will say this. I will say this.
I also got a good look at him that day. Unfortunately, your running back was scoring too many touchdowns, so
Yeah.
they weren't doing much. That was a big blowout. I went out there with shout out to Kate Alverson. Her and I and Kat, we went to that game, but the game was over by halftime. Blake was doing his thing, but hey, to UConn's credit, they never died. They kept trying. I don't believe they scored, but they kept,
Don't
playing.
Think so.
Yeah,
they played like it was still in reach for 60 minutes. Like you got to give props for that. Okay. They definitely had that fight.
Without a doubt.